Hello guys and welcome back to the Extinction Moors, our diverse Jurassic World Evolution 3 ecosystem that we've been working on for quite a while now. So let's get into it. Let's see what is going on here today. So we've got some Therizinosaurus, and Hypsilophodons have kind of expanded. Still quite a few juveniles that are coming in. Yeah, a lot of our kind of species are starting to spread out a bit now, so that's pretty good. Got irritator juveniles, kind of lazing in the river. And we got some new juveniles, some Floratitan and some of these are Parasaurolophus and Giga versus Thera. Interesting. Now last time this happened, okay, they're actually fighting this time. Dominion battle, let's go. Let's see who wins this. This is a pretty good way to kick off the video. Let's see who wins this. Two very powerful dinosaurs. Oh, and Thera flees. Interesting. But yeah, so we got some new juvenile paras in the park. That's pretty nice. Where have they come from? There they are. Our Margosauruses are still kind of spreading out their territory. So they're panicking. Yep. Here's our juvenile paras. Those guys have just hatched and they are adorable. So yeah, this is the second to last episode of the Extinction Moors. We'll be finishing at episode 10. And there's something big planned for that. So stick around to see how this all ends. So yeah, our Gigas and Theras have kind of come into the same territory, expanded towards each other, and Quetzalcoatlus hunt again. These things are often, as we know, before Jurassic Extinction Moors, incredibly violent. Come down the galley. Oh, damn. Okay, that's even more violent than usual. Absolutely destroyed. So as I was saying, yeah, Theras and Gigas have kind of expanded to the same area, so they are, they're kind of expanding, and this leads to a lot of combat between them. Our Utahraptor pack's been thriving, as well as our Pyroraptors, like our Alpha Phantom here. They've been thriving in the Extinction Moors, as well as our Dinocyrus. Some of our first species haven't seen much activity. And speaking of that, Phantom is now hunting a Hypsilophodon. Ooh, pounce. So yep. Ankylosaurus, territorial fights. Let's see what's going on here. Do they just smack each other? Like, how are they? Okay, yeah, they just smack each other. I haven't seen an Anky territorial fight before, but yeah, they just bam each other. Those tail clubs of theirs. I remember we saw in our last video an Ankylosaurus absolutely dominating one of my irritators who tried to hunt it down. So these things, the Ankylosaurus have been doing very well in the Extinction Moors because nothing really hunts them. Well, anything that tries to hunt them doesn't do too well. And here comes another Ket's hunt. Onto the Corytho. And we got new juveniles, some new Pachycephalosauruses. Nice. Pachycephalosaurus has been doing well as well. Their population's grown a lot. So yeah, as much as things die in this ecosystem, new life appears. It looks like we've got some compies scavenging off the carcass of Ronnie, our apex Spinosaurus. Yep. There he is. Let's see what's happening here. But yeah, a lot of species have actually gone extinct here as their populations dwindled. I think our Dilophosaurs are now extinct. They were hunted down by the Pyroraptors. Triceratops versus Irritator. This is an interesting battle. Pretty equally matched. Ooh, and right in the neck. Irritator's a lot smaller compared to Triceratops than I thought. Another Triceratops and Irritator battle going on at the same time. Interesting. And we got a disease. Our Irritator runs. What else is going on over here? So we've got some more Utahraptors expanding, kind of claiming this territory. Our irritator's been diagnosed with internal bleeding. This area is pretty dangerous for any predators because it's got a lot of, you see here, a lot of kind of Triceratops and Ankylosaurs. So our Utahraptors tend to steer clear of this area, of this kind of fighting these. Oh no, there is one Dilophosaur left. So this is our last Dilophosaur. Dilophosaurus 6. He is carrying a torch for species now. Where is he? Yep. Lococeratops with an infected wound. Interesting. So, Yang has been doing pretty well. He's managed to survive. Yeah, he's been surviving. Yin was killed off by a Thera, so he had to kind of survive on his own. And by the way, I've installed this mod, which makes these guys a lot more paleo accurate. You can see that kind of head model there. So Yang kind of looks a lot better now, I think. So yeah, and I've also installed a mod for the Dilophosauruses to make them more paleo accurate. We'll see if I wasn't sure if we're going to see them because I thought Dilophosaurs were extinct, but it turns out there is one left. Ooh, another Giga versus Thera fight. These guys have been intruding on each other's territories. And is that a dead Thera? That is a dead Thera. Chomped right in the leg. These guys' territories have been crossing over quite a bit, so they've been having a lot of combat. One of our Theras has fallen. He fought off a lot of Gigas for quite a while. You can see one of the Gigas in the background there. Interesting. Pyroraptor versus Paki. This is an interesting fight. Looks like he's kind of creeping up. Up there's Paki. Bam. Ooh. The Raptors have a very interesting combat style. Ooh, okay, that's definitely a win for the Pyroraptor. Yeesh. Utahraptor hunting again. The Utahraptor's been doing very well here. Yep, and there he goes. And the Stegosaurs, they've also been doing pretty well. Some of our Protoceratops have somehow not died yet. Oh, and a nest has been claiming Protoceratops. There's no generation of those. And then our Compies have survived by just being scavengers. Some of them are starving though, like this one here. So, let's see what else is going on here. And yeah, this is the second to last chapter in the story of Extinction Moors. But there will be more because I'm going to upload this as a workshop park. So that after it's finished, you can write the next chapter of the Extinction Moors. Post, and if this does happen, post whatever you do with it in my community. Because I'd like to see how you expand the Extinction Moors. Once again, this lake has kind of been claimed by the sauropods and the apatosaurs now that Ronnie's gone. Because they're the only thing really holding it back, as well as the irritators, they're using it like a lot more, because this used to be Ronnie's territory, but since he died, the lake's getting a lot more biodiversity. Utahraptor versus our last Dilophosaurus. Is this extinction for the Dilophosaurs? That is extinction for Dilophosauruses. However, our Utahraptors have retained an injury. Sprain. Pyroraptor hunting down a Hypsilophodon. Okay, that was quick. Giganotosaurus versus Dinokairos. Interesting. This is kind of a first action for Dinokairos. I haven't seen much. Ooh, jump on the side. How's the Dinokairos going to retaliate against this Giga? Is he going to retaliate? So let's see how this plays out. Second Giga over there. Ooh, and Dinokairos goes for the slash on the Giga's neck. This is an interesting fight. He's on 24% health, but Giga's only on 78, so this could go either way. And damaged tooth, and both leave each other alone. We've got an irritator hunt going on. Possibly first kill for our Margosaurs, and new juvenile irritators. That's pretty nice. Got some more of those. The irritators as well have been doing well in our park. They're the only real Spinosaurids that have properly thrived. So, yeah. I think our concavenators, which we had in here, are also now extinct. We've got a lot of deaths. A lot of predator species have been dying off from excessive competition. We have an organ trauma Dinocyrus. It's from our that battled the Giga. So that's pretty interesting. So that plays out, and the Giga has a damaged tooth, which probably isn't going to affect it very much. He's got a whole lot of teeth. So yeah, he's not going to be that bad with a damaged tooth. He definitely doesn't need all of those. Yeah, this area around the lake is often very crowded. That's where the Ketzers hunt. Speaking of that, yeah, the Ketzers hunt around the lake because of all the herbivores that gather there, making it a perfect opportunity for them to kind of swoop down. It is cool to see how this actually. So we're gonna edit that out. Okay, there we go. Yep. We're gonna edit out that I accidentally closed the game. We're gonna edit. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna edit that out. Yep, guys. My editor. I don't have an editor. What am I talking about? So yeah. Okay, Pachycephalosaurus fight. We're gonna see that headbutting going on. Oh, there it is. Classic Pachycephalosaurus headbutt. Stegosaurus territorial fight with those Phagomizers. But yeah, the Ketzers as well have been doing very well, because they've just been swooping down and eating everybody. So let's see. Up here we got 4 dead dinosaurs, 1 with a disease, 3 low health and 5 injuries. As well, but as well as a lot of juveniles. So yeah, it is playing out like a real system. And we got a massive kind of Parasaurolophus herd going on here. Should be prime targets for my predators. Ooh, an Irritator hunting an Amargasaurus. Interesting. Yeah, once again, our Amargasaurus is one of the species who haven't seen that much action. And, of course, we don't even see it because it's in a bush. Where is it? We've got a dead Irritator here. Yep, there's our Amargasaurus, dead down there in the shadows of Pascotitan. It's crazy to think that the juvenile Pascotitan is bigger than the Amargasaurus, because sauropods vary wildly in size, and then the baby Irritator down here. Looks like he's starting to take his first swim in the lake. You can see Yang behind him, Yang has tried to avoid a lot of combat because he's on his own, so he's kind of carrying a torch in a baryonyx species, so he's avoided combat where he can. Our Utahraptors, on the other hand, they've been absolutely fighting everything. Same with the Pyroraptors. They seem to be probably the most aggressive predators here. Then our Compies, they've been absolutely thriving with all the kills. Giga versus Iguanodon. Snap. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out, because I feel like Giga's obviously kind of got this in the bag, and we got an injured. Oh, okay, he doesn't go for the kill. It's injured. There's an injury on the Iguanodon. Internal bleeding, so that's probably going to lead to that Iguanodon's death. Like Komodo dragon, one bite and then you wait. There's 2. Yeah, our Ketzers is doing well. I think both our Geostermbria and Kaujara have gone extinct. Our other 2 pterosaur species, they're all gone. They kind of hunted each other to extinction. Also, one of them got killed by a Dilophosaurus somehow. So our Quetzalcoatluses are the last ones in this. So let's see, what species are remaining after all this time in Extinction Moors? What's left? Compsognathus, Stegosaurus, Iguanodon, Dinocyrus, Hypsilophodon, Pachycephalosaurus, Parasaurolophus, new juvenile Protoceratops, Giganotosaurus, Utahraptor, Pyroraptor, Stegosaurus, Irritator, Baryonyx, Coryphosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, Quetzalcoatlus, Pascotitan, Apatosaurus, and many other species. But as much as they've been thriving, and as much as some species have survived and some have fallen, something is coming. Something that will change the fate of the Extinction Moors forever.